The fault. We believe that all men are created equal.
The magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon.
I have a dream.
Change has come to America.
Believe it.
Help is on the way.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show.
Turn up your mind.
Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson is back at square one after Elon Musk and President-elect Donald Trump torpedoed a bill to keep the government up and running.
There is no new agreement right now.
Overnight, the speaker seen leaving the Capitol after meeting with Vice President-elect J.D. Vance.
I'm not going to say anything else more about it tonight because we're in the middle of these negotiations.
Trump now telling Republicans to get smart and tough without telling them exactly what he wants them to do next, criticizing the bipartisan bill for including too much spending, but also warning Republicans not to pass a stripped-down bill without additional spending unless they also agree to raise the debt limit, saying any Republican that would be so stupid as to do this should and will be primaried. The original agreement would have kept the government open until March, with $100 billion in disaster aid and billions more for farmers. But Musk, whom Trump has tapped to lead a new government efficiency effort, launched a last-minute pressure campaign against it, blasting the bill as a crime, bloated with wasteful spending, saying anyone who supports it deserves to be voted out in 2 years.
There will be a lot of hard votes in the next couple of years, and it's not always going to be the case that the outside world, the social media audience, is going to be weighing in.
If the government shuts down, millions of federal workers, including service members, would head into the holidays without paychecks. Some would be asked to work anyway, like longtime Library of Congress cafeteria worker Willie Joe Price.
You got a whole lot of people that's going to disappoint their children because they're going to have to do a 360 to think about what they're going to do. Is it worth me buying this for my child, or should I pay my rent?
With peak holiday travel, TSA agents and air traffic controllers would also still have to work without pay. Democratic leaders now blunt.
House Republicans will now own any harm that is visited upon the American people that results from a government shutdown or worse.
Hey, happy Hanukkah, everybody. Merry Christmas. Look at it. It's a lump of coal. It's a lump of coal in your stocking. That's what you get. That's what you get because President Elon, that's right, President Elon Musk. Can you believe this crap? He spent all day yesterday sending out 100 posts, 100 X's, 100 tweets. What do you even call that crap? I mean, this is a guy who totally overpaid for this platform and then drove it into the ground. But he's the genius we should listen to when it comes to how to fund a freaking government. So, for those of you who don't know the story, yesterday Elon Musk was tweeting all day, every day, like just endless about how if they pass this, this CR, continuing resolution. And I was telling you yesterday, they didn't even want to fund the government at all, and then they had a continuing resolution to fund the government for 3 months. That's it. 3 lousy little months, right? So that when Donald Trump became the president, they could listen to what he wanted and then fund those things and not fund anything he didn't want. Seriously, But for this CR, Donald Trump never weighed in. He never said what he wanted. He never said what he didn't want. He just, was like, just kick the can one more. Now, remember, we're dealing with a Congress that for 2 years, they have been the majority, the Republican House, and they were unable for 2 years to fund the government. The only thing that they did for 2 years was kick the can down the 3-month road. Each and every time it would be 3 more months, 3 more. And this is the way we've been living. This is the way the United States of America has been living. Like from moment to moment. It's like, the government is some weird uncle that comes to visit for Christmas and, is completely inappropriate. And we don't really want to see him, hear him, know him, anything. And so, this is the way the United States of America is being treated, as if we're just an unwelcome guest instead of we the people. okay? And that the government exists only to serve Elon Musk and all his subsidy needs. You know, it's so interesting. Who is Elon Musk and what does he do? I mean, he's a nut. He's an absolute psycho. He's a nutbag. Okay, what he does is a grift. What Elon Musk does is he says he's going to invent something. He hires a bunch of engineers. They, put a drawing together, and then he goes to the government and he's able to get government subsidies to build whatever is on that piece of paper. And his entire Tesla automobile brand has been completely subsidized by you, by me, by the entirety of the United States government. The same thing with SpaceX. It's heavily subsidized by government money. Same thing with Neuralink, heavily subsidized by the U.S. government. I mean, he would be nothing without, the government, living off the government teat, as they like to say, about, moms. Single moms. That's what they say. That you live off the. I hate that word. But anyway, this is who Elon is. So he yesterday was, I don't know, trying to pass. He is an African American, so maybe he was trying to pass. Yes, I know what that. And he was tweeting. So maybe he was trying to be Donald Trump. Maybe he was trying to pass as the president. I don't know. Seems like he is the president. Seems like he is. He was tweeting all day yesterday, 100 tweets he sent, 100 of them, telling everybody that they're stealing your money. No, they were actually appropriating what he considers to be his money. And he won't have it. So he went on his social media platform and all of a sudden, Republican House members' phones started ringing off the hook. And they were listening to Elon Musk. And they were calling their Republican House members and telling their Republican House members to renege on a bipartisan, bicameral, meaning it wasn't just the House. The Senate bought in too. Everybody was going home today. Going home today. The smell of jet fuel was in the air, enough to make you vomit. Yes, jet fuel will make you good and sick. And he literally talked the Republican House members into withholding their support for what was a negotiated continuing resolution that simply kicked the can down the road until March. Now, I will say, because there's only there's a tiny little slim majority in the House, it's about to get tinier and smaller next time. Next time there'll be a one-vote majority for the Republican Party. Why? Well, they won 220 seats. Matt Gaetz is leaving. Okay, he's done. And so that's 219 votes. What's the magic number to get anything passed? That's right, 218. Okay? So they have a one-vote majority, one-seat majority. Next time. So it's even slimmer than it is now. Mike Johnson needs near unanimous support. I have a stinking, horrible feeling that the way Elon sees it is that this is his money and it's being appropriated to people like, people who are farmers. $31 billion of this CR went to farmers so that they could have money to plant next year's corn, plant next year's soybean. Okay, that's what it is. I went to the Farm Policy News to find out, what are the farmers saying? They're not happy. Okay, put it that way. And then $100 billion was for disaster relief for people who were, wiped out in Hurricane Helene. I see people on Elon Musk's own platform, tweeting out videos of, this is what my child sees every day on the way to school, and it looks horrible. It's still so broken and blown apart, and there's debris everywhere in North Carolina. And, of course, they're being told, well, if there's money for Ukraine, why is that? The reason why there's no money for you is because of Elon Musk. Elon Musk views your $100 billion of disaster relief in this continuing resolution as being his money. So he doesn't want it spent. He doesn't want any of it going to you. And he literally played a game with you yesterday. All you idiots that called your Republican House member and said, kill this continuing resolution. That was your money that you killed. So he could have it. But I have a deeper idea about what is really at play. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to randyrhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.